Very good evening, all of you. So, I know today we are on 3rd of April 2022, whereas CA examinations are going to start in another 40 days. So, I understand the kind of curiosity students will have and the kind of anxiety students will have. So, for that, in association with the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, SICASA, I am going to do a live program on Monday. So Monday evening there will be a 1 hour session on how to handle the exam pressure, how to prepare well for the exams, how to plan, and what are various do's and don'ts during your preparation, and what are various do's and don'ts during your examination. All these things will be covered in that session. Also, the biggest challenge, as I tell all the time to students, is how can we cover maximum syllabus. Say for example, some students will ask, Pavan sir, can I do sampling, can I do selective study, can I do ABC analysis? So what are the high weight topics? Can I focus more on the high weight topics? Can I take some leverage of some of the topics? Can I skip some of the topics? So there are so many doubts normally students have relating to this examinations. Well, I tell you, ideally, if I'm a teacher, I have to tell you that no, you have to focus on all the topics. But as a senior, I tell you practically, as a brother, I tell you practically, it is humanly impossible for any person to cover all the topics exhaustively. Okay, so do you think it is humanly possible for a person to study all the topics of all the subjects, and especially when you are doing both the groups? Even single group, it is not easy, right? So even when you are doing group 1, for example, accounts, exhaustive, taxation, in that again direct tax you have, indirect tax you have, exhaustive, and you have law, which is vast, and also costing, you have 13-14 chapters, plus you need to do lot of theory. So I understand a student is under tremendous pressure, stress, and anxiety when he sees the books. Okay, and we have seen so many times people post, keeping all the books. When you keep all the books one by one, and when you stand beside that, so these books will come to 3 to 4 feet, right? ICI study materials, practice manuals, pronouncements, that additional materials, RTPs, reference textbooks, all of them, if you put now, that comes to 3 to 4 feet height. So looking at that itself, you will lose the hope, and your, heart comes into your pants. And then they ask, Pawan sir, what to do? How to do? Okay. So to handle the pressure, what steps are to be taken? What are the do's and don'ts, both before the exam, during the exam? With what kind of preparation, with what kind of presentation of answers in the exam, we can score more marks? So all these kind of success formulae will be discussed in detail in tomorrow's session. And also I'm going to give you one study plan, wherein in 40 hours, how can we cover, in 40 days, I'm sorry, not 40 hours, in 40 days, how can we cover all the subjects, all the chapters? So I'll give you a matrix, I'll give you in one Excel sheet how to cover this and all. 40 days study plan I'll give you. And also one more very important thing, I just want to update all my students. Need not be my students. It can be my paid students. It can be my regular students. It can be my crash students, or it can be my students through some other academies where I teach, or it can be any other student. This time I have decided to conduct a free, absolutely free mock test in all the papers. In all the papers, if you want to write the mock test, and already, in our telegram channels, and study groups, already MCQ tests are going on. Okay, in our app also MCQ tests are going on. All these things are free of cost. But if you want to write in ICAI model, 100 marks examination, if you want to write, you can register free of cost, join our telegram group, and from May 1st, I am conducting these exams, because this time ICI is conducting exams from May 15th, right? ICA is conducting exams from May 15th. So from May 1st onwards, we will have mock test. Like, as of now, I am thinking of May 1st paper 1, May 2nd paper 2, May 3rd paper 3, May 4th paper 4, and then maybe we'll give 2-3 days of time for both group students to cope up with this plan, and then we'll go with paper 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'll prepare a study, I'll prepare one schedule for the mock tests, which are absolutely free. Again, I'm telling you, and then I will circulate that in my social media and WhatsApp group. So I suggest you have 27 more days in this month. You have 27 more days in this month. So in this 27 days, try to cover maximum and try to complete the syllabus before May 1st. Maybe if you want, Pavan sir, another 2-3 days I want. Yes, I understand. Maybe May 5th. But your preparation should not transcend, should not go beyond May 5th. Because after May 5th, it should be only for your revision mock. So you cannot start preparing a new topic after May 5th. So you take this next 30-31 days, whatever it is, in that you have to complete. And many students are asking me, Pavan sir, shall I prepare for both the groups or shall I prepare for single group? Well, see, this is a highly subjective question, okay? You should know your abilities. And many students ask, Pavan sir, if I prepare from now, will I be able to pass? So all these kind of questions, I have seen enough in my life. I have seen these many times. Okay, now I do not have hair, so I cannot say these many times. I have seen, many times these kind of questions. But I'll tell you, remember one thing, okay? Don't be under any pressure from your teachers, from your siblings, from your parents, from the society, from anyone, from your principal auditor, from your co-articled assistant, your friends. Let no person tell you what to do, okay? You just take a long deep breath, sit peacefully alone, evaluate yourself, speak with yourself. Even in communication skills also, there are two things like intrapersonal and interpersonal skills. Intrapersonal means within, so that is more important. Am I speaking with myself? For example, I'll tell you, if you are in my WhatsApp group, or if you are connected with me or following me in social media, few days back, I think 4-5 days back, I have shared one of the YouTube videos, Ustad Bismillah Khan. His speech in London in 1994 or 95. So he is a great musician. I admire him. So I am a die-hard fan of A.R. Rahman. If I admire a person above A.R. Rahman, that is Bismillah Khan, that Shehnai and all. I had a difference of opinion with my father. I remember, I regret now. My dad used to say this guy is an amazing musician, but those days, old that radio, he used to have that Murphy or Philips radio. Okay, in that national channel will be there, no, All India Radio, that comes with pay, pay, pay and all this. And I am like, what the hell this is so sick. I'm feeling that, like, I am sitting in front of one dead body and one tragedy music is going on. But I'm so bloody wrong, and it was a blunder. Later, when I started liking his music, oh my god, he inspires me a lot. So now I'll tell you why I am telling all this story. I have put this status around 2 o'clock in the midnight. 2 o'clock or 2:30 in the midnight. That day I remember I was having a plate of veg samosas with mint chutney, and I was enjoying music at 2 o'clock. And I tell you, I don't know why my soul is so damn happy. He's speaking about the how music combines religions. There is no Muslim, there is no Hindu, there is no Christianity. He's speaking about the holy books. He's speaking about how music combines people. It erases the borders. Amazing guy, a true Bharat Ratna, a true Bharat Ratna. If see, everybody when they go up to that level, they deserve Bharat Ratna. But when we see some people like APJ Abdul Kalam and these kind of people, you know, we cherish them. We cherish them. So that day, I realized speaking with I have heard this in many personality development and training sessions. I practiced that, but I experienced it 4 5 days back. 4 5 days back, I experienced when you be with yourself, not speaking with anyone, just calm, settle mind, so that that emotional ups and downs will not be there. Then you understand what you have to do. Then I have taken one diary, and I was scribbling all the ideas. I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this. As a teenager, as an adolescent, I was like, I want to do this, I want. It is not a bucket list, okay? It is not a wish list. It is not a wish list. Ambitiously, I'm writing something for my future. I'm writing ambitiously something for my future. So you please do that. Please do that. Have your favorite food, go to your favorite place, sit alone, no disturbance, and for God's sake, no mobile phone, no internet, no disturbance. Sit calm, speak with yourself, and ask this bloody question: are you ready for both the groups? Or are you ready for a single group? Are you ready to write the exam at all? Or no? You decide yourself. I have told this many times. I have told this many times. And again, I'm telling you, so many students come to me and say, Sir, I went to my favorite teacher. I was under pressure. I asked her, should I write both the groups or should I write single group? They told me, I know what kind of student you are in the school. You can write both the groups. Believe yourself. And boss, there is Zameen Asman Farak. The distance between earth and the sky, that level gap is there. That level of difference is there between your 10th class board exams and CA exams, okay? Let no one tell you what to do. No one, including your principal auditor. Sometimes I see principal auditors say, in our days, we are so dedicated, we wrote both the groups, we used to handle all the papers. Boss, you are great guy. I'll touch your feet, thank you. But whether an individual student has to write both the groups or single group, how many papers, which attempt, all these things are purely personal choice. We have to, as an elders, we have to respect them. We need to leave them. We need to leave them. How bad it is to body shame a person about the height, about the weight, about the complexion. That bad it is to speak with a student about the attempts, about the papers, about the groups and all. It is very bad, uncivilized, inhuman. So let no one discuss these things with you. Even if it is your parents and all also. Maybe you do not want to disappoint them, you tell them, okay. But at the end of the day, you need to speak with yourself to understand what you are supposed to do. So these kind of questions are to be answered before you start running. Should I do both the group? Should I do single group and all? And I'll tell you one point, okay? If this question comes to your mind, should I do both the groups or single group? I'm telling you, the answer should be single group. Why? Because if you are really ready for both the groups, and if your level of preparation is really ready for both the groups, today, just before 30-40 days before the exams, you will not ask this question. If you are asking this question to anyone, Pavan sir, shall I write both the groups or single group? That means subconsciously your mind is telling you that, beta, you are not ready for both the groups. You cannot handle the pressure. If you cannot fly, don't fly. Walk, no problem. If you cannot walk, no problem, crawl. But don't sit where you are. Move. Progression is important, not perfection. Improvement is important. So please decide on single group or both the groups so that you will have more time. And also I'll tell you certain strategies of how effectively utilizing time in that 3 bloody hours, that emotional quotients, how to balance next 30 40 days, how to prepare. All these things will be discussed in detail. All these things I'm going to tell you in detail. So please wait for my 40 days study plan. Even in chat section also, I see some of the students are saying, sir, I need a plan for 40 days. Yeah, I'll give you. Govind is saying, sir, is there any plan for 40 days preparation strategy for CA Intergroup 2? Govind, I will give that. Then fresh start workout for the upcoming attempt for one group. And then, sir, I am worried whether I can complete group 1 syllabus or not. Is it possible to clear group 1 in 40 days? Yes, absolutely possible. If you take a single group, if you take one group, in this 40 days, studying one group is easy. Okay, both the groups. Some students ask, Pavan sir, I have not done pretty well till now. Can I complete both the groups? Boss, that is too much. Okay, that is too much. Okay, it is like, you are asking, Pavan sir, I don't know how to hold a bat. Can I go and play with Nadal or Federer? Rocket, I mean. So that is too much of expectation. So if you have done, say, 50%, till now you have completed 50% thoroughly, then remaining 50% can be done if you are a single group. If you are looking for both the groups, my personal experience, I'll tell you, my personal experience, I have always given exams both the groups only. I have never written single group in my whole life, whether it is CA inter final foundation, or of course in foundation groups will not be there, or CMA. Both CA and CMA, every time I wrote both the groups, and majority of cases I turned to be a ranker in first attempt. But I'll tell you, my preparation, if I'm preparing for May exam, if I'm preparing for May exam, my preparation and thorough first revision, I might have completed this by February. So last 90 days I was only revising what already I studied. I was not touching a new topic. So let me not, of course, let me not create any anxiety in you stating that 90 days if we doing revision. No, leave it. What I'm saying is a ranker's mind how the plan should be. Okay. If you are thorough, if you are a student who's aiming for a rank, or if you want to pass both the groups, by this time you might have completed majority of the portions. If you have not done for that, better happily go for single group. Now in the next 40 days, reading single group and cracking the exams is possible. Reading single group, cracking the exams in next 40 days is possible. But if you have not yet done covered major portions, doing both the groups better, it is too much of expectation from yourself. Okay, which might unnecessarily create some pressure, and you might not be able to perform even what you can. So it is unnecessary headache. So don't do that. Don't do that. So I'm here with 3 things in this slide. Point number 1, CICASA is conducting one awareness program. A kind of motivation will be there, a kind of do's and don'ts techniques will be there. I am handling the session. Monday evening it will be there. For details, you can see my status. I'll in WhatsApp I'll give this, excuse me, this link. It will be either through Zoom or Google Meet. Whatever the link is, I'll give you. It will be on Monday, tomorrow, I think 4th April evening. I think around 8:30 night we planned it. That is point number 1. Point number 2, 40 days study plan I'll release maybe by tomorrow, or maximum by day after tomorrow. I'll do it as early as possible. Point number 3, I am conducting a free mock test in all the papers. So if you are interested, please register and write this mock test, so that before the exam you check, evaluate yourself as to what is the level of your preparation. So that is why I am here. I hope you got this 3 points, point 1 to 3. So tomorrow evening, see you in ICI CICASA, this training program, which covers do's and don'ts during preparation, do's and don'ts during examination. Okay, I wish you all the very best. No tension, no pressure. Studies, if it is not giving pleasure to you, let it be. Studies, if it is not giving pleasure to you, let it be. But don't take pressure, don't take unnecessary pressure. Okay, some students are asking how to register for mock. So you can log in into our Telegram channel or mobile application. There you can see the procedure. Okay, thank you so much. No pressure. Sit peacefully. What best we can do, we'll do it. What best we can do, we'll do it. Okay, beyond that, anyway, we cannot do. Okay, all the best. Bye. Good night.